Hi, today I would like to talk to you about budgets. Do you ever feel like you don't make enough money or you don't know how to allocate your funds, make your dollars stretch? Well, the one thing I came up with is I've been watching Dave Ramsey videos. I've been researching different videos online about budgeting, and the first step you want to take is to set realistic goals. Open a personal savings account. That way you can put your money aside for any kind of family vacations. You can do things that you might want to put money into your account for, like buy a new car. Another good account to open is an emergency savings fund, Christmas accounts. Emergency savings fund would be for those emergencies if your car breaks down. If, say, you own your own home and you have a pipe busted, or you just need to have your carpets clean, you need to have, well, carpets clean would probably go into the personal savings account. But basically, if you just want to be able to have the money on hand just for any type of emergency with your house, your car, anything. The next thing I would suggest is listing all of your, first list out your income for yours and your spouse if you're married. If you're not, just list out your career income. If you're on disability, you have alimony, child support, any incoming funds you would list on your spreadsheet. The next step you would take is you would get your income and expenses wrote out. Get your expenses wrote out. You want to include your rent, mortgage, utilities, transportation, credit cards. When I say transportation, I mean, let's say your car payments, go ahead and say car insurance, gas for your car, things like that. The next step would be to make sure that you list your credit cards. You want to make your monthly payments, of course, but however, if you have a little bit extra, you would want to make extra payments on your credit cards also. The next thing you would list is your needs and wants. Needs being car insurance, again, like I said, life insurance, mortgage or renter's insurance. Another need is groceries. We have to eat to live. You always want to put aside money for groceries under your needs. Toiletries, you need shampoo, conditioner, soap, everyday household items that we definitely use, toilet paper, toothpaste, such as things like that. Another thing, you would want to list your wants. You may want to go on a vacation, so you want to have that money in your savings account, so make sure you have that. New vehicle, you may need to buy a new vehicle. That's more of a want than need, because if you need a new car, need another car, there are options to get used cars. I know that it's not really reliable sometimes if you buy a used car, but it would be best to do a used car rather than a brand new car if you don't have the funds set aside for a new car. Eating out at restaurants, that takes a lot of people's money. A lot of people don't realize how they don't track their spending when they're eating out. And if you don't track your spending, then that can add up really fast. If you cook more at home, you'll have more money to put aside for miscellaneous items. The last that I would say would be paying off your debt. I always start with my credit cards, the lowest to the highest credit card. The lowest, just attack it with a vengeance. That's just like what Dave Ramsey would say. Put all your extra money into that one credit card. Make your minimum payments on the other credit cards until you get that one paid off. Once you get that one paid off, apply what you're paying on that one to the next credit card you want to make extra payments on. And that way, it'll kind of make you feel like you're accomplishing something if you're doing the credit cards smallest to largest, because you can pay them off quicker if you start with the smallest first. Student loans, that's another big deal that you really need to set aside payments, extra payments if at all possible. get them student loans paid off as soon as possible so that you don't have to be paying on a loan for years and with interest and everything. If you're able to get your credit cards and your student loans paid off, would probably tackle the car payment next. If you have a new car and you have extra money to pay on that car so that you can try to make yourself go without a car payment for a couple of years, maybe you'll be able to pay your car off, and then you'll have you'll have that extra car payment money to put towards your mortgage. Then you can start paying extra principal on a mortgage. If you start paying extra principal on a mortgage, you can get your house paid off quicker. In conclusion, I would say that everybody does, if you really sit down and make a plan, you can make your dollar stretch more than it is now. If you track everything you're spending, you will definitely be able to make sure you know where your money's going and stop. You'll realize where you're spending it that you shouldn't be. You'll be able to really be in control of your money instead of your money being in control of you. Thank you.